Welcome to Race 3 of the 2025 Valvoline Cup Series. The first two races were all about super speedway survival, drafting, timing, and a whole lot of chaos. But today, the season finally starts to show who is really fast. Milk enters as the points leader after the incredible 3-wide move to win in Atlanta. He's proven once again that he can rise in almost any situation. NASCAR F1 fan has been right behind him so far this season, showing speed, consistency, and control on these tough drafting tracks. And Pumps has been strong every single race so far, with a pole and solid finishes to back it up. But now we move into the tracks that really separate the field. The ones where NLS becomes a threat every single lap, and where Cade can finally show the pace he's known for. We're only 2 races in, and both were unpredictable. Now the real racing begins. This is Race 3. This is where the contenders step forward, and this is the Valvoline Cup Series.
Oh no!
Man, it's easy.
Now they catching up, but they looking kinda wheezy. Only thing I wheezy, popping like it's 3D.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Valvoline Cup Series. We are ready to go here from Phoenix, and it should be a barnstormer. We are about to qualify here in the desert. We've got a stacked field today. How many drivers is it? Let me do a double check. It is 11 right now. People are still joining the lobby, so that might change, and it also might change before the actual race starts. So this is my first Valvoline race of the season, which unfortunately means I do not have a whole lot of storylines. However, this is the first traditional track we are going to. We started with Daytona, then went to Atlanta, and now are at a track that requires a little bit of a different driving style. No more super speedways for quite a while. I don't know when Talladega is up, but I believe it's a few weeks. So as we get ready to qualify, let's go over the roster who is in so far, as we just added a 12th. Of course, you have the league owner Milk, his teammate Dark Punts. Then you have Death Chicken, Sam, Mopar, ESMN, who are all part of the same team, along with me actually. Then you've got King Weeb, you've got G Cool, NASCAR F1 fan, Radical, NLS Network, yours truly, and Cade has just joined the party. This should be a good race. Valvoline always is, and these cup cars are no easy beasts to drive, especially at Phoenix. Anybody who's played this game knows how notoriously loose the cup cars can be at some of these short tracks. They're super tight at 1.5 miles, but you get to the short tracks, if you hit the gas pedal wrong, you're going around. Very, very difficult. It's going to be all about patience today for this first half before adjustments can be made. It's going to be a very, very interesting race. I'm going to take 15 so I can send out a text to another leader, and then I will be back to call qualifying.
Oh well, oh well, oh well. It's the truth of life. The pressure's building on me inside, and I'm ready to ignite. So here we go, the world moves slow. My head is running as a kick drums, driving everything I got left to say. You know how down it goes, I'm waiting around to explode, we're praying for another rotate like a town bell. Wake up about noon, heat up fast I know the end is coming soon.
They're still talking over qualifying procedure. I probably should have been listening closer.
Oh well, oh well, oh well. How did I get here? Thought I was flying through the atmosphere.
This is my first time back in the
Now I'm falling
and
in
the
the ground
broadcast
that's
in
near.
quite a bit, so we'll have to see
And the
how this all
stars
goes.
seem so
NASCAR 25 is a little bit different than other leagues. It doesn't have the spectator mode system. That hasn't affected this league much though, because it's still built POV, which of course I will not be able to call, so hopefully I'll stay close to them enough in the race where I can call the race as you guys are seeing it at home. Doing the traditional YouTuber thing, remember if you want to see more of this season, every single race just about is going to be streamed right here on the Valvoline Racing Series channel. Make sure you subscribe if you want to tune in to the first hours that evolve over the season as we get closer to the playoffs. I am out of water, almost. That's unfortunate. looks like we're going to stick to the 12-car field at least for qualifying, which should be starting in the next minute or two. Let's check one more message for the race. All right, sorting some things out right now after some lead racing shenanigans from earlier, and I guess that's a decent storyline to start off the race. Lots of drivers in here racing multiple leagues, including one earlier today. Preset went on earlier today. ARCA cars at Phoenix. Controversy between Pumps and I get into him a couple of times. He gets into me when I come into pit road. He didn't hear me call it. So that's all under the water, I hope. But I definitely can see driver tempers running a little bit shorter tonight, as we have had some exhaustion from other leagues already. I believe the last time I was in the booth, it was for a heat race. So let's point out some of the big differences right now between NASCAR Heat 5 and NASCAR 25 for those of you who may just be tuning in, or maybe those of you who want to play the game soon. So NASCAR 25, developed by iRacing, is a lot more realistic when it comes to how the car drives on the track feels. There are some force feedback issues, which certainly make it hard to feel the car sometimes. However, you can get comfortable with it. One big thing that NASCAR 25 does that Heat didn't, you can't save the car if you don't have assists, unless you really are comfortable with where you are, you know what you're doing, and you are proactive instead of reactive. You have to know your car is about to snap loose and make the save before it happens. These things are wicked difficult to drive in comparison, so I would not be surprised if we had a couple of cautions, being that this is our first short track of the season. That's definitely something you gotta watch out for today. And now for the reason that we were waiting on Bryce, who is a veteran of the series and is now in. He's racing the number 9 car today. That is a 13-driver field. We've got a couple of legacy drivers, Cade, Milk, Bryce, Pumps, G-Cool, Weeb. NASCAR F1 fan's been here for a while. Death Chicken's been here for quite some time. And then, of course, you got ESMN, Mopar, and me. I believe you got Radical in here. He might have been here for a while. I can't really remember. Let me ask you a quick clarification question about qualifying. Like a race car for a moment. Hey, we're just doing like a race for qualifying, right? Like just like a heat. Awesome. Cool. All right. So that means my strategy is probably dropping to the back here, as we are going to have a heat race for qualifying. What I probably should do is pull up the stream on my computer so I can see maybe what's going on. If I get like wrecked out, I can take glances down. That might be a good idea. And there it is, first on my recommended, because I'm subscribed to the Valvoline Racing channel. I do need to make it silent though, otherwise the audio will get weird. Oh yeah, I forgot how delayed it was. Oops, it's like 20 seconds behind. Eh, whatever.
You're ready now.
I'll do what I can. But anyways, we are now green for the heat race here in Phoenix.
Car outside. Clear high.
I'm trying to do my best to keep it out of the way of everybody. It looks like Cade is doing the same thing. I trust him to be fast, so I would sit right here behind him. This is going to be a loose track, so waiting might not end up being the move. I'm going to give a whole bunch of space to show off the paint scheme right now. It is a white base for me tonight, as opposed to my dark blue with yellow accents, and it's because of the Phoenix heat. Carbon neutral efforts or something, I don't know, I thought white would look cool under the super like weather conditions. I thought that would work well, so I am running the white base tonight. Now qualifying really begins for me. Blasting down the front straightaway of Phoenix into turn number 1. In this game, it's a little different. As I overshoot the corner, as I'm used to the truck, which I just came off running at Phoenix and a lead race 10 minutes ago. At Phoenix, you typically want to be on the high lane in 1 and 2. Really rip the fence like you'll see Cup drivers doing sometimes. Phoenix 3 and 4, the line that I found favorable is 1 off the bottom. However, you can wrap that bottom too, because the banking difference is a little bit different. This game seems to be very top-heavy when it comes to the lanes that it wants you to run. Wow, I can't believe I didn't hit the wall there. I have no idea what that's going to look like lap time-wise. Diving down to 3 and 4 as I completely missed my braking point because I'm being a little bit of an idiot. And I'm going to take kind of a recovery lap here to reset tire temperatures. That's another big thing in this game. Tire temperatures matter way more than they ever have. Your tire temperatures are going to be crucial for tonight's race, keeping them cool to keep your car from being overly tight. Wow, my rear just got whipped up there. Laps to go in the qualifying heat. Milk just comes to 1 to go now. I'm going to come to a more traditional line here in the middle of the track. There are a couple of big battles happening in qualifying, but those guys are probably going to end up with slower lap times as a result, if history serves well. As I dance on the throttle, you can see how loose the front end of this car gets. But that will be a 27.8, which is not a bad lap at all. I get one more attempt, but with tire temperature, I don't believe this will be faster, as I only just now get fully back on the throttle. Charging down the back straightaway one final time, braking at the 2 cone, just a little early than my normal mark. Wrapping the bottom of 3 and 4, I put the car loose, I'm not going to save it. I'll spin across the line to take my qualifying time at the last lap. Now we'll go back to the lobby to see the full qualifying results, as I was the last car to finish. If I had to take a gut estimate, I would say I am P4, with Cade, Pumps, and Milk out-qualifying me. Bryce P5, Mopar P6, Sam P7, ESMN P8 is my prediction. Beyond that, who knows? I could be very, very off there. There are a lot of good guys in this field. So let's see what the qualifying results are. And on pole, it is Bryce. Bryce is on pole with a 27.5. What a flyer from him. P2 is going to be, if I can find it, where is P2? 14, 12. P2 is Cade. P2 is Cade with a 27.8. That 27.5 by Bryce was a mile faster than anybody else. 3 tenths, closer to 2.5 tenths, but still a massive gap. Then it was F1 fan up in P3, P4 with his Milk, and I sit P5. Going to P6 is ESMN, P7 being Sam, who's been fast in 1 laps here, P8 is Pumps, P9 is Mopar, P10 is going to be Radical. win your 11th starting spot. It's going to be Weeb. 12th is going to be Death Chicken. 13th is G-Cool. And rounding out the field in 14th with no qualifying time is Joey Mugano in the Bubba Wallace car. Remember, this is a 25% race, 78 laps at Phoenix. Good God, this is the third race in a row that's either been 75 or 78 laps for me. So, familiar distance, I guess. But it is a short stage one. If you remember, Phoenix has very, very short stage one this season with NASCAR. And this game seems to take the second race date as the online version of the race. It doesn't have the option to switch events like Q5 did. You run whatever the second date is. So for Phoenix, that would be the championship date, which means that first stage, I have it in my notes as 15 laps. That is all you have to make it on your default setup before you can make tire pressure changes. Now I am for real out of water. Unfortunate. So the stage breakdown for today's race is going to be 15 laps, followed by 31 and 32 for the last two stages. Pit stops are expected to look like this. No pit stops until the stage flies in stage one. Then it's going to be about splitting the stages in half, assuming we get no cautions. Gonna go race comp for just a minute. Milk, do we have manuals? I forget. Okay. So a manual caution will be a 3-car incident, nothing less, which means it is very likely that we could get some longer runs today, unless we get cautions late. Never underestimate the amount these drivers want one position on lap 5, and if it gets towards the end of this race, it's going to get messy, especially with how loose these cars are. The setups are expected to get tighter as the night goes on, with drivers figuring out how to make their cars more stable and adjust to either the short or the long run, depending on what they believe the strategy will include. But now we get ready for the start at Phoenix Raceway. It's the Valvoline Cup Series. It's race number 3. We roll through turns 3 and 4 into the restart zone. And we're green from
One
Phoenix
inside.
Raceway.
You're all clear. One on the bottom.
Already onto the apron before we even get to the start finish line. That's all legal here.
Clear all
We've
around.
got a land rush down at the turn. Where will
bottom.
people go? Keeping it somewhat smooth right now, but that's not
Inside.
far way below the apron. I can't see who
3
that
wide.
is. But Milk gets
Clear.
hooked from the top lane.
4 wide.
He goes around.
Clear low if you want it. Inside
He
now.
saves the race
3
car,
wide.
so no incidents
Clear
or
low if you want
anything
it.
of the sort.
Clear
But
outside.
a bad start for the 11.
1 low. Outside door.
There's a checkup on the inside
3
lane
wide.
of 4.
Clear up top.
Something you need to keep in mind about the apron, it eats up tires alive. It is rough when it comes to tire wear. As I get hit from the left side, keep it out of the wall just barely, but we are 3 wide. This could get messy quick. I do clear using my top lane. The
One
momentum
low.
from the top in 1 and 2 is not to be
Clear low if you want it.
underestimated. As all cars are starting to push tight now, as these tires wear, it is going to be critical to stay off the dogleg. And that's going to be my strategy moving forward here, is I'm not taking the dogleg anymore, because I know how bad that's going to eat up, especially that right front tire. That's the tire you drive off at 25. That right front gets eaten up quick, no matter what adjustments you seem to do.
Clear inside.
I would go more of a strategy, but I don't want other people listening back later as I am cooking my entrance to 3 and 4, watching up the track. The leaders choosing to take the gamble early. It's only a 15-lap stage. It might be worth it for right now, with such a short stage length, to burn the tires to get the track position. I don't think it would quite be worth it with the fuel
Inside
load
now.
we have on board.
All clear.
However, every driver is going to be doing something a little bit different strategy-wise. But right now it continues to be
Inside door.
Bryce out front, followed by
Clear
Cade,
bottom.
and we've got a spin in the back is what I'm hearing. I don't know if they saved it or not. Trying to look out to where Milk is, and I cannot see anything. I can only check his screen when I'm on the back straightaway, only for a second. He's still working through traffic, middle of the pack is feisty.
Outside now. Clear up top.
Yes, again,
10 to go now.
Tight race car, which is very interesting considering what we have heard so far about the setup of these things. Okay, drifting sideways. We've got a battle for the lead out front. Not quite alongside yet. He's going to back off as we've got lap traffic already. A car spun out earlier in the race. That must have been the spin they were referring to. Top three all within a second right now. Mill continues to try to get to the end of the stage, make his adjustments. As much as it hurts to be spun around early, he still has a very, very good shot to be back in this race, as the first stage is really just a matter of track position. After that is when you make your true setups, and then you will go for the win. Oh, I'm spun out in the middle of the field. Alright, yeah, these loose race cars not doing me a favor for sure. I did lose it in front of Milk, as you'll see here. But yeah, I just had a huge moment, just got loose trying to avoid a lapped car. Unfortunate that I got close to the 19. Not really his fault. So my wheel just stopped working for a minute. That's okay, lots of technical issues happening. And now there's another car up in the middle of the track. These loose race cars, it's going to be a toll for anybody to get to the end of the stage without a major incident, it looks like. Oh man, huge wreck in the back. It's the 46 of Mopar. Oh, and the 47, and oh boy. That's three. I couldn't avoid it. Alright, caution is out. I tried to avoid it, but there is nowhere to go with cars bouncing off the inside and outside wall on the back straightaway. And there is a lot of damage on this race car. However, now we get to make adjustments. Drivers have been begging for this opportunity.
Bring it in this line. All right, let us know what adjustments you need.
Adjustments here are going to make a big difference. Wow, 8 seconds of damage, that's unfortunate.
Bring it in, pit this time. 5 to go.
Pressure's low here as we see Mill make an adjustment here. Going to see what he is pitting for. Boy, I just realized that I can see that. As everybody's now on pit road. Looks like somebody missed the pit boxes. We're getting reports of drivers having to stay out on track and pit when the restart happens. Interesting development here, as pitting is difficult in this game, as you have to choose what you want while you're still on the racetrack.
Stay on your blend line here.
I'm gonna go race top to make sure that's choose the right. Choose code is what I'm just realizing. This league does not do choose code, they just do evens odds. And it looks like we are not going to restart this time.
Want a pie. Stay low.
Alright, we are all lined up, going this time is the
Stay
call
low.
from race control. Milk is lined up. It looks like he is in your 9, 10, 5. Milk is P5 right now. In the
Stay low.
position. I could have just looked at the stream and said that. Oopsies. I'm lined up P9, but the leader right now is Pumps.
Car high.
Pumps is your leader as we get slowed down. Hopefully no damage here. That's always a concern.
They're outside.
Let's organize
outside.
right now as we get ready to restart, and I'm going race comps until
high.
we are clear.
Car outside. Outside now. 2 to go now. 1 up high.
As we
One
turn
outside.
the stage, diving into turn
Three
number
wide.
1 is everybody,
Inside
and
now.
a lot of
Three
people
wide.
up towards the wall
Clear
trying
low
to
if
get
you want
all
it.
they can before the
Car
end of the
high.
stage. The second one with
Clear
a
outside.
huge overcorrection. Big crash in the back.
Top 5 in the stage. That's good for some points.
And the stage will end. ESMN holds on to 4th as the caution comes out, but that's going to be Kane with the stage win.
Pit road's
Pumps
open this
P2,
time.
then it's Milk, ESMN, and then myself, P5, Sam P6, Chicken P7, Wee P8, Mopar P9 for the stage.
Want to change anything up?
Now we have a 31 lap stage, meaning it is going to probably be about broken in half.
Here we come, fellas. Be ready.
This race is about to get very, very interesting.
Pace car's off.
We are now coming to the green flag.
10 away.
31 laps.
There's the green
We're
flag.
green for Phoenix.
Car outside. Clear high if you want it.
Everyone taking that dog leg before the next tire wear.
Outside.
And the land rush of the turn 1 commences
outside.
once more. Everyone making through right now. 19 slows up the
One
top
outside.
lane. Here I come, splitting the middle
Three wide.
between Milk and the 19. Not quite enough room. I have to back up.
1 outside. 3 wide.
Getting quiet now because we're 3 wide once again, but I'm able to make it past the 19. 11 still to
One
my
outside.
inside.
Clear high. Inside.
As we make it through a restart of
inside.
Phoenix without major drama as of yet.
Clear
You
inside.
can see on the screen the battle for the lead is almost 2 by 2. Lap, the inside there, fastest lap of the race for me is now 3 cars under blanket. It's the 77, the 24, and the 57 up front. Pumps in the wall.
Clear high if you want it.
57, me in the
Outside.
wall. Milk is
Clear
going to
outside.
go, and Pumps gets turned around by ESMN. Big wreck. It does not look like it's going to be 3 cars. No caution. Milk was able to squeeze through that beautifully. Unfortunately, Pumps did not have the same type of luck. That is a brutal break. As everybody on that top line in the wall again. Milk rocking the bottom, but does not get the run off. Sam hard to the wall on the outside.
Car outside.
There's a lot of momentum there.
Clear high if you want it. Car inside.
Now side by side for P2. It's me and Milk side
One
by
bottom.
side, as so often happens in these races. No room to spare.
Inside. Clear low if you want it.
Is Sam. Oh, it looks like Milk and Sam get together, and Milk goes into the wall. Now Kane has over a second lead out front.
Car
But
low.
I am free to go
Clear low.
catch him if I can get my car where I want it. It is loose in 3 and 4. I'm having to fight it hard. So this will be a difficult pass to make up as I start to insert tire wear staying off the dog leg. Milk's got a great view of it all here at Phoenix. And Sam, it looks like, might have disconnected. He left the party. Is he still in the race? It appears so. He is still in the race, but he was kicked out of the party. That might be able to be addressed at the stage. have some issues, but hopefully won't be a massive detriment to his race. Looking at the intervals, it is tight between the top three in terms of lap time. It appears as if I'm catching Cade ever so slightly. I can't tell about Milk trying to watch that time and screen and race at the same time. It is brutal. It looks like he's losing a little bit of time as Cade keeps baiting me to try to take the dog leg. It's definitely working for him right now. The question is, will it be working for him in the long run? As I get into the wall, almost spin down the track, collect it. Milk is going to come on the outside and take P2. Oh, not quite. He might have gotten into the wall and exit. Sam is back in the party. Milk, door shut, nowhere to go, down low. Sam is back in the party. He's complaining about his race car, but other than that, he's all good. Once again, I'm in the wall, and Milk makes another run at me. This is not helping either of us catch Cade, who appears to have a great short-run car. However, the long run might come back to bite him. We are yet to see that. Still has another second lead leading. He's certainly on the short run. And sweet baited me into time. If I can go the long run, I'm going to keep it. Super loose. Caution is out of the racetrack.
It rose open this time. Does this pit strategy look good to you, driver?
That'll have everybody scrambling for pit road, and it looks like you'll have just enough to make it on a long stint. The real question is, what adjustments do drivers make?
Fellas, be
now
ready.
Understanding that it's going to be pretty close to a 20-lap run. That is further than we have gotten so far today. This is going to be a lot of interesting decisions from a lot of people.
Coming to the green.
Commenced, and it's Joey Logano staying out.
You ready now?
On old tires. How is this going to work out for the 23? Green. Back in the air.
Car inside.
He's super
Clear, all
loose
clear.
on the restart.
One inside.
That's going to cop the inside lane. It'll able to duck under it. Milk is back there. I
Inside
can see
now.
someone from straight to the outside wall. Did a tight gears without any shock saving it. And there comes Cade strong, run on the outside, side by side for the lead.
Stay high.
With Milk behind Eddie Isabel.
3 wide.
New leader, 57 car out front in Phoenix.
Clear low if you want it.
3 wide for
Car
second.
low. 1 inside.
There are a lot
Clear
of
outside.
complaints of wrecking back in the field. However, I don't think any of them have been 3 cars. So there will be no caution for that.
Car inside.
Oh boy, it's
One
Cade
bottom.
coming back as the leader. Lots of loose race car cam.
Clear low.
He dives to the
1
apron.
low. Clear inside.
Everybody going to the
All
dog
clear.
leg. It makes up so much
Car
time.
inside.
But it is a longer run. Will it have repercussions later?
1 up high.
Do these drivers know the dog leg
Outside.
repercussions? This game is still new. They might not be
Clear high.
aware of that yet. And it's also the Cup Series, which is very different than ARCA trucks, where I found that to be prevalent. So a lot of different information these drivers are going to have to
Clear low if you
juggle
want it.
or get lucky with.
Inside.
And that's going to be the case for almost every race this
Clear
season.
inside.
This game is so new that no driver really has it down pat yet, especially here. The meta of this game is far from being discovered. That is for sure. What I am finding out is Phoenix is a very demanding track to both commentate and race. I'm breathing pretty heavy here. be able to see it from your POV as well. These cars want to go around, and they want to go around bad. Now the 9 and
Inside
the 24
door.
make a move. Cade is the new leader of this
Clear
race.
bottom.
As he gets around on the dogleg, he's going to pull away off of turn 2 with a great corner. He's certainly able to get the power down well. His team might have just wall braked into 3 a little bit. I don't think that's what it was. The game is a little bit hard to tell if you're hitting the wall or not, for sure. And now we just have to see if the short run strats that come the dog way work. This is a great chance to learn for stage 3, which is almost the same amount of laps. Being a patient learner here could pay huge dividends. I sent it in a little harder than I wanted to on Cade's rear bumper. He'll get a good exit. He's in the wall hard. Snap overcorrect in the wall out of 4. New leader in LS. Cade just got on that seam where the banking's a little bit different. Tried to catch the car, and the car said no thank you. Snapping hard into the wall. He'll lose 3rd position to Bryce. 3 and 4, specifically 4 on exit at Phoenix. So tricky to get right as Cade messes it up again.
10 to go.
Now way off the pace. Over a second and a half back. Milk
One on the
sitting
bottom.
at P4, now battling with Cade.
Clear low if you want it.
A battle I would love to be able to call right now, but very risky to try to call that with Bryce breathing down my neck. I'm going to do what I can here. Oh man, Bryce slides up the inside onto the dogleg, but not intentionally. Massive slide out of the 9. Oh man, I gotta stop screaming like that. I went so light. And the 23 spins it onto pit lane, gets it saved, locks it down. He's gonna hit this top 5. This race needs to stop being exciting, or I'm gonna regret having run out of water. Bryce, 5/10 back from the leader. The 19 car in the wall in front of the leader. Milk still trying to run down Cade, but losing ever so slightly little bits of ground. 19, be aware, leaders are coming. Gotcha. I'll get back off the race cop so I can commentate in a minute, but I can't do that mid-corner. The 19, aware that the leaders are coming. Still going to wash up the track right in front of me. I don't think he knew I was moving the outside, maybe. He gets real close to my quarter panel. Actively blocking, it looks like, to stay on the lead lap, maybe? Oh, and he wrecks the 9 car! Lap car wrecks the 9! That's big, he wrecks himself as well. Don't do that in the lap car, man. That was uncalled for. The net code's bad in this game, in all fairness, but still, you gotta be more aware of that. Like, once the leader passes, you just back out of it. And a bad break for 9 for the 9 car Bryce, but it'll put Milk up into P3. Cade still holding on to P2, has now gapped Milk considerably. I think the 11 had a problem.
5 to go this time.
It is lonely at the top, out front, NLS, trying to not spin the car more than anything, but Cade's closing in for sure. Cade appears to be the fastest car of the race, and it doesn't seem to be all that close, as the 23 wrecks again on the inside, but able to keep it down off of the racing surface. Looking at the gaps, Cade 1.3 now as opposed to 1.5. Will it be enough for the end of the stage? I'm not sure. However, he is certainly making good work right now. Looking at where Milk is, not many cars around him as well. So now's a great time to let you know how the tires are doing. And say that I'm not even timing this out. My tire light comes on 29 on the right front. So this run is absolutely maxing out what the car can do. 5 laps of fuel left. I've found a setup that burns everything off of it.
2 to go.
And now Sam goes a lap down. He is the 77, and I believe he will be the last lap car of the stage. With the exception of somebody wrecking, which someone is going slow on the back straightaway. But it looks like this car is already a lap down. This racetrack keeps evolving. Phoenix, an interesting one. Some drivers getting
White
down
flag
as
right
low
here.
as 3rd gear in 3 and 4. Because it looks like there's a big wreck in the dogleg, maybe pertaining to ESMN. Leaders snap overcorrect into the wall. Kane's gonna go
Car
through.
outside. Clear outside.
That is on the final lap of the stage. NLS throws it away, getting too antsy on the gas. Will come home 3rd with a lot of damage that
Top
will have
5
to
for that
repair.
stage. That'll
And
get us a
Cade
point.
wins the stage. That was so bad. I'm so sorry, y'all. That was so dumb. Cade collects the stage win. Milk 2nd, NLS 3rd, F1 Fan 4th. It is going to be Bryce
road is open.
in 5th.
Here's what we're looking to do this stop. What do you think?
That is a lot of damage. That's going to send me to the very back. 16 seconds of repair. I will undoubtedly be starting from the back. We'll have to see how that goes. Which means I'm also definitely going race comps for the restart
Sounds good.
of stage
We're coming in,
3.
fellas.
It's going to be a 32-lap stage. Breaking it up in half should work to where the cars are still comfortable. It won't be that 20-lap run where you get quite as loose as I just got, and as a lot of these drivers have been getting. You'll have a little bit more wiggle room if we go caution-free. So I go race comps for the restart.
Pace cars
Stage
off.
3 about to be underway.
10 away.
All right, I'm race comps for the restart because I got so much damage to repair.
Green, green. 1 high. 1 inside. 3 wide. Clear inside. All clear. Outside door. Clear high.
Oh, it's bumps.
Inside now. Inside. Clear low. Car low. Clear low. Clear all around.
As I'm back in the commentator mode, big incident
low.
on the restart. Pumps goes around again. It looks like it might have been off the bumper of Mopar, but it's honestly so hard to tell.
3 wide.
Mopar up the track a little
Clear.
bit. 3 wide for a moment. Milk makes the outside work to get around. Aggressively on the inside of me as Milk tries to go for the next position in line. That would be NASCAR fan, who has had a lot of speed today. Hasn't been talked about much at all, but he's been very fast. He's qualified really well. The 11 trying to find a way around the 8 car.
Fastest lap yet, bud.
That's the extent of taking the apron for me. I think it's good that I'm working out.
One bottom. Clear low.
Car in the wall, along with the 8 car, I follow him in. A lot of drivers in those pits off of 3.
Car low.
This is
Clear
an
low.
interesting situation. Is Cade
Clear
getting
inside.
away with Bryce following?
Inside.
Milk makes a clean pass
clear.
on that one man around the outside. I will follow him through. I'm not quite clear that one man. Milk is, of course, way up high. Deputy damage 1
top.
Will briefly into the wall, but hits something very, very clean and tidy 3 and 4 to make up for it. F1 fan not done with this battle yet. I am in the wall in the middle of 2. There is still a long time left to go in this race. Patience, the name of the game, as he gets and then shoots it in. Makes it stick on the inside. Great move from the 85 to shoot. Everyone appears to be using the apron. Sends it super hard into the corner, has to check up. How clear him as Mill continues to try to run down the knot. Single driver now committed to using the dog leg as much as possible. The tire wear is giving off not enough of a deterrent to keep drivers off of it. At the very least, that's my take on it. Keeping a steady flip out front. Not gaining, not losing to everyone behind them. Being very, very consistent. Milk to the outside, possibly in the wall, possibly just game close. As Cade also taps the wall. F1 fan and NLS starting to reel in the 11. And as a result, I'm in the wall. Just a little bit. It's becoming very, very, very tempting to push the front bar out of the corner, as now I go for a move outside of the 8 on F1 fan. Corner, NLS clear on the high side. Next target, 11. Oh, well, never mind. Next target will be F1 fan again, because I'm once again tight off the corner of the wall. Chat right now discussing Dover, the All-Star race, and what they wish the race could be. Mainly discussing horsepower right now. Cade continues to pull away, but it's Bryce slowly but surely drawing him in, it seems. Phoenix so difficult to make a move right now because turn 1 and 2 is all on the highway. Every single driver using it. One fan rips the bottom of 1 and 2, gets loose but makes the save. Ripping the top, F1 fan up the track, NLS trying to come up on the inside with up spinning out, and everyone's ghosted. It looks like NLS is in that one bad for a minute. Third person. Oops. It almost seems like that little piece of inside of 3 and 4 might be helping the cars turn a little bit better. I might be serious about that. This race, everyone's very spread out. It could go to the end here, because it looks like Milk might have gotten in the wall just a little bit from the toe. When do pit stops start? in the fence. I overshot a corner, got into him. That was an ugly, ugly move, and I will apologize to him as soon as my mic back on.
Bring it in and pit this time. Let us know what you need, bud. Back it down.
Oh my god, I was speeding until the line and it didn't call me. That was an insane pit entrance. I don't know how I didn't speed there. I pushed that way too hard. Oops. Anyways, the top four now on pit road and very close. F1 fan a little bit further behind as they all hit their boxes at about the same time. It's going to be about 2 seconds, I believe, from fourth to first. I am sure everybody's taking 4 tires here. Milk takes
You're
2.
clear out.
Milk, 2-tire pit stop. This is a huge gamble from the 11. What is that going to mean for the rest of the race?
One low. Clear, all clear.
This is going to be a very interesting conclusion to the race. We have a little bit under, we went a little bit over halfway there. Cade has been fast the entire race. Can he close it out? It would be hard to imagine anybody catching him now as he gained a lot of time off the pit road. Of course, Milk did pit for 2, so he still has a very, very good shot if the tires hold up. And of course, there could always be that late race caution. Because Duck Chicken's still out front, I cannot see the interval between Cade and Milk. Wow, I just sold and totally wrecked it. I wrecked in the trial of them.
Ten to go this time.
I wasn't gonna win, Cade's too fast.
We're out front, driver.
That's a lot of damage. So I just could not hold it off the wall and keep it straight at the same time. Milk is still the race leader effectively. I cannot get this thing out of fourth gear.
Bring it in this lap, bud.
Just looking at Milk's screen, you can see my one-good race car just pedaling around right now.
All right, bring it in. All right, change up the strategy and we'll do the work. Car inside. Clear inside. Back it down, back it down.
That's my bad. I forgot that my call was 54 arrow. Milk with substantial distance for the lead right now. looks like he might have it. 6 laps to go. Cade not closing quite fast enough.
Whoa up, driver. Try to coast a little if you can. Save us some fuel.
Man, I have an awful stretch of luck.
5 to go now. Back it down.
A lot of people want cautions. Milk has to come pit. Milk was out of
We'll get the
fuel.
lead
He
back.
didn't
Stay
pay for
focused.
fuel, I guess. So Milk, having to pit, will be out of this.
On your toes now.
Milk now the last car on the lead lap. What a huge, huge slip for the 11 machine. So unfortunate for the 11 car. Laps to go. Lots of concerns about fuel right now. There's a lot of drivers missed pit, which shouldn't have happened.
2 to go this
But
time.
now we have hit the white flag. This race will be over under any circumstances of caution. There's a huge wreck in the back. I don't know if that'll trigger an automatic with 2 cars
Keep your
around.
chin up, driver. We'll
And
get
that
things
will
turned
trigger
around.
an automatic. Really unfortunate way to end this race, as Kate takes a more than deserving win. Okay, good race. I'm sorry I couldn't hold it together and give you a better battle there. And all of that, the consequence of NLS spinning off of, the consequence of me spinning off of at the end of stage 2 absolutely butchered my race. So, just mental errors for that part. But now we are about to start interviews. Going to the Valvoline interview booth in just a moment for post-race coverage. This was Phoenix. All right. What's up, Sam? I'm just waiting on Milk to unmute. Actually, you know what? No, Milk doesn't unmute this. That's right. Sam, you're the first one in. I'm assuming we're waiting for the interview first. You. So. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's right. Interview room separate, BC. Hold on, let me mess up there. Gotcha. Oh, good.
I'm 4.
All right, and Cade is in the room with us. Cade, dominant display here at Phoenix, fastest car all race long and able to close it out at the end. Did you have any doubt in your mind that you were going to be able to close this one out?
I had lots of doubt. I think Milk's strategy was going to work. I started falling off. I was too much of a short run car to gain on him in the long run, especially with Jekyll. So When he said he didn't have the fuel, I was relieved because I didn't. I think I might have got to him, but I don't think there would have been enough to get around by the time I got there.
Yeah, it was tight racing up at the front. Lots of fuel saving strategy games, which was so odd because we had a shorter run on the second half. Do you have any reason why that is, other than just maybe people not understanding the change the fuel?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know people were having fuel. I didn't think fuel was a problem. I didn't see any problem with fuel all race. I don't know. Yeah, people must have just been struggling with that then.
But Cade, fastest lap race win, led probably 70% of the laps in this race. Congratulations on a well-earned Valvoline victory.
Thank you.
P2, waiting to see if the 9 car is here. Oh,
I'm
sweet,
here.
there you are. You had a rocket ship of a car, but it was never quite enough to catch up to the 24. What could you have done differently?
I think I don't know. I think if I didn't get wrecked twice, I think that would have helped. But also, I think also that I had a few moments off turn 4, and that kind of also set me back. So I think there's also stuff I could have done differently. But yeah, I felt like we had the fastest car tonight, and I feel like should have been ours. But congrats to Cade still. But yeah, just hopefully we can rebound at the next race. I don't know what track it is. It's hopefully
me
we can rebound
neither.
at the next race.
I should look at that. I'll look at that when I'm interviewing the next person. But yeah, fantastic car all race, good battling for that top 3 positions. We were kind of in and out of it all night. One more part about that loose handle and race car you were noting. Do you think that was part of the caveats of kind of the late race field shuffle? How bad was it handling for you?
I mean, I actually before the final pit stop, I actually tire saved really well. That was my plan for that stint. Is I was just gonna save tires, and it worked. And I actually caught Cade, but I just didn't have enough time to pass him before the pit stop. But yeah, I think I don't know. It was definitely tough to handle it, but the thing it was fast, so I just left it the whole race. I didn't make any adjustments. I just left it because it was fast, and while it was a little sketchy at times, I think it was still worth it because it was fast and got to just do what's fast. And well, yeah, again, it's a little uncomfortable, but I was able to handle it pretty well. And yeah, I think it went all right.
All right, congratulations on the P2.
Yep, thank you.
All right, do we have our P3 finisher here? Because I don't know who finished where after that.
Hi.
ESMN, are you kidding me? Mr. Chokejob himself finds his way onto a podium. How did you manage that?
That's a really good question. I mean, this is the most ecstatic I've been over a race result in God knows how long, mainly because either something stupid happens or I just come up short and I'm just frustrated. But tonight, I finished where I felt like I was going to finish, and maybe a little bit higher than I expected. Also got some good stage points. Got 4th in stage 1, and I got my choke job out early. I wrecked it with coming to 2 to go in stage 2, and I got 10th in the stage instead of a 4th. But the choke was out of the way, so I could focus on my race. And because some shenanigans happened on the last lap, and I almost sold it again, I got 3rd, first podium since Daytona. I mean, I guess that was 2 races ago, but like, feels like my first earned podium since Daytona is its own statistical outlier. I'm just so
very
happy.
good race. Very good race. Congratulations on the P3.
Yeah.
Good job from ESMN.
Also, tell Sam he did an incredible job. He's got a top 5. I feel like a proud father right now because I trained him all week. Sort of.
All right, let's move on to our 4th place finisher. Good job, ESMN.
Keep clip.
Yeah, and just before we move on to our 5th place finisher, the less you talk, the more questions I give you. So don't burn up all your time on one question. Anyways, 4th place. Where are you at? 4th place isn't here. Where's 5th place? Is that Sam?
Hi, how's it going?
All right. I don't know who finished 4th, but Sam, 5th place. Overall, a really good day for your team. How did you feel being out here? This is, I believe, your first race as truly like manipulating strategy and getting your team online. How was that element of the race for you?
I would say we did decent. proud of Yeseman with his good result. NLS could have done somewhat better, but
Yeah.
we don't talk about that. I would say we had some moments in this race. But strategy. We played out strategy very well. Some lucky breaks for me to get that 5th place.
Yeah, good job on running that. How do you think your team can improve here? You've got your drivers of ESMNU, Mopar, NLS, kind of results all over the field, but 2 top 5. So what do you think is the goal for next week out of Nashville?
Nashville, I think, is a decent track. It is actually a really good track for me, Yeseman, and NLS.
More importantly, NLS.
Yeah, more importantly, NLS. I've seen him race there. He's very good. Hopefully ESV can do good next week. With me, Yeseman, NLS, and Valvac. One thing I would like to say: a certain someone might be getting something. I think that person knows who it is. So yeah, I like to call that person out. You might be getting something in retaliation. I don't know yet.
All right, a mysterious call up from Sam. Congratulations once again on the P5.
Thank you.
Please no soundboards in the live stream PC. All right, who's P6? P7. P8. P7. Okay, Milk. Milk.
All right, I'm good.
Oh. All right, Milk. You just got to talk me through that one, man. Fuel strategy miss. What went wrong?
It was a very disappointing end there. I thought I had the perfect call, but I must have missed something on the picking for fuel. Would have been fine on fuel, but something must have gotten missed with the crew on that call or something.
Yeah, unfortunate result. You did have a fast car all day, kind of around that P4 position for most of the race. Where do you think you could have found a little bit more raw speed on the racetrack?
I definitely think I was lacking in 1 and 2 and on exit of 4. And yeah, I agree with you. I think I was 4th to 3rd all day, and I definitely that's a little disappointing. But I would have loved to have stolen that win there.
Yeah, unfortunate missed strategy for Milk there right at the end. Now we move on to P8. Is P8 in the VC?
Yeah.
All right, Joshua. Shoot, what car number were you?
71.
Oh, I gotcha. Wait, F. F1 fan? No. Okay, well, whatever. I'm getting my drivers mixed up right now. But Joshua, 71 car. You've got to tell me a little bit about your day. I didn't see you up too far, but you still came away with a just below middle of the pack position. Without being up towards the front much of the day, were you able to kind of benefit from some people's mistakes later on?
Yeah, I benefited from some mistakes there at the end. I made a big mistake and ended up like getting like 7 seconds of damage before my final pit stop. But usually how every stage went, was good at the start, got up to like 6th, then like started falling back. And then right when the tire wear kicked in, really struggled for the first 2 laps, and then was able to get figured out, but need a bit more practice at some of these tracks to get better. But also sorry to some guys, made a bit of contact and was involved in some stuff. But yeah, decent second race for me in the season, and looking forward to Nashville.
All right, congratulations on capitalizing on some mistakes late. Here's to improvement, and here's to Nashville. All right, P9, who finished 1 ahead of me? I guess I thought that was the 71. All right, P9 might not be here. I'm not gonna interview myself. I'm just gonna say L, big L. P11.
That's me.
All right, Mopar, P11 this race. Where was the speed for you today? You were up front towards the I believe the end of stage 2, maybe stage 1. You had some speed then. Was it all short run, and did it fade as you went?
No, I had a situation with fuel mileage at the end. I was running 5th at the time, I had to come in and I had to bring in my car in for fuel and got black flag for it. And I best say that I just got busted for speeding, and I really didn't want that, but it was too little, too late for me to, because if the laps were longer, I would have, you know, but I got lapped, so it doesn't matter. On to Nashville anyway. It's not my day right now.
Strategy is a cruel mistress. Sorry to hear about the day, Mopar. Better luck next week in Nashville. All right, and who is left? We've got P12, 13, and 14. Where's P12?
Nope.
All right, P12. Did you also have a fuel mileage issue, or was that where your race pace today?
No, I went down like one lap and then two and then back to one and then I don't know. So I don't know what the start of the season is really, but a lot of races down the pipe to make up for it.
Are you looking forward to more of an intermediate style of track like we'll hit for the first time next week as opposed to a super speedway or a heavy braking track like Phoenix?
No, something like Dover. Really, Dover, Pocono, and Richmond are my three hot ones. So something different than what we got going on.
All right. Well, Nashville doesn't race all too different from Dover with a little bit of the line change, but concrete will be a factor next week with tire temperatures and all that. So I wish you the best of luck next week in Nashville. All right, P13.
Yeah.
Pumps. A couple of different times going around in the back of the field on restarts. Was it getting into people? Wow, Clemson just fumbled that ball to Louisville on the 1 yard line. Sorry, college football. Pumps, what happened, man? It looks like slight contact every time, but you couldn't gather it up. Do you think it was like over aggressive driving, or was it just an unfortunate circumstance?
No, I missed a pit stop or something under caution, and that lost everything again.
Unfortunate. Strategy absolutely taking its toll, especially with the new way pit stops are conducted in this game. Sorry to hear that, Pumps. I hope you have a better run out at Nashville.
These races are like seriously affecting me. Take it too seriously. I'm done.
All right. As we move on to our final place finisher, P14.
I don't really know what to say, to be honest.
Yeah, around a couple of different times, a couple different spins, a few laps down. What could be changed for next time?
The track. I like Nashville in the game. It seems like I could be fast around it. It's really different from Phoenix. I will say that. Probably this time will remember to actually have a pit strategy before I get into the pits. So.
A lot of talk about pit strategy as we head down the order. So hopefully Nashville will go better. Hopefully lessons will be learned as Clemson fumbles the ball again, and this time it will go to Louisville. Oh my God.
Clemson sucks.
Clemson's so bad. Okay, anyways, that is all of the race finishers tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to Milk to round out the broadcast. Thank you for having me, Milk.
Thank you, NLS, for your hard work tonight on this broadcast. Thank you all for watching here from the Dash in the Desert 400 from the Phoenix Raceway. Hope you all enjoyed some of this chaotic racing and that pretty exciting finish, in my opinion. Hope to see you all next week for the whatever the heck it's called, 400 at Nashville. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.